My name is Chris Ryan. For 11 years I was in the SAS, fighting in the most dangerous places on the planet. Now I'm back in action, travelling again to the world's danger zones to meet and operate alongside a new breed of fighter, elite police on the front line of the global war on crime. The Special Task Force of the Sri Lankan Police are the nation's elite unit. Their prime purpose is to counter the threat of the Tamil Tigers, a ruthless separatist army that have been responsible for over 60,000 civilian deaths in Sri Lanka since the 1970s. The Tamil Tigers are a fearsome enemy. They are the ultimate modern terrorist force, well-funded, well-trained, and fighting for a cause they are prepared to die for. This is the enemy the Special Task Force was created to take on. It's a huge task, hunting them down in their jungle hideouts, preventing the next roadside bomb, intercepting the next political assassination or kidnap. Driver, straight into reverse now! Even fighting them in open battles in the paddy fields. No other police force in the world is facing such a constant and brutally organised foe. During the coming week, I'm going to be immersed with Sri Lanka's Special Task Force and get to grips with the cutting-edge military tactics that they have developed to fight this bloody civil war. I'll get to work alongside them in the jungles and swamps of Sri Lanka.
It's excellent cover, so we can make an approach onto target without being seen.
The theatre of war where they must take on the Tamil Tigers.
See two guys there.
Quick! It's an incredibly dangerous job, with nearly 500 STF police killed in the last 25 years. Make no mistake, these men are amongst the most disciplined and dedicated police officers in the world. Fighting an unrelenting enemy across unforgiving terrain, these guys never give in and never give up.
Just landed in Sri Lanka. The unit I'm going to be working with is the Special Task Force, the STF. They were formed in 1983 by a small team of SAS guys. I know from my colleagues that the guys operate in everything from jungle operations to VIP protection. They're obviously fighting the Tamil Tigers and they take heavy casualties. The STF have a very good reputation, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they've developed over the last 25 years. Well, it looks like I've just arrived here. This is the HQ. Hello. Hi. As soon as you turn up to the base, you get a sense of what's going on here. Now, this is a police base. I wouldn't have expected it to be as it is laid out. It's more like a military academy. Everybody's marching around, they're saluting one another. I get a sense that discipline is a major part of what goes on in this training camp.
On arrival at the base, I'm greeted by one of the force's most senior cops, Chief Superintendent Atula.
You are warmly welcome to the STF, and you will be given very good training. Some issues and the weapons. Now let's go to the stores.
Thanks very much. I'm really looking forward. I've heard a lot about you from my colleagues. Okay, the first weapon, it's the Browning 9mm pistol. It's the first pistol I used as a young soldier. It's a very reliable weapon.
The Browning 9mm is a classic handgun, designed to act as your secondary weapon if your rifle should fail. It's very effective in close-quarter battle. Because it's easily maintained, it's still a popular handgun.
Secondly is the main armament, the M16 called Commando. Very reliable, firing a 5.56 round. It's very light and compact. It's an excellent weapon to use in the jungle. It's proved itself in many theatres of operations. Even when it's dirty and wet, it'll still operate. Very good weapon. Everything else here, the hard hat, the uniform, I've got everything an operator would need. So I'll get into uniform, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Down at the parade square, I get my first chance to meet the men.
can join the batch.
It's immediately clear this is no ordinary police force.
Now, gentlemen, you will be taken to the gym for firing activities again. Okay, let's go.
I've just been introduced to the patrol. Now I'm going with the team and we're going to look at the tactics. What's really interesting, you can see how disciplined these guys are for a police force. It's amazing. There's a military structure here and I can see the hands of the SES all over these guys.
They may go by the name of the police, but their training, equipment and attitude is 100% army, and it needs to be. This extraordinary footage was seized from a Tamil Tiger training camp in the north of the island. This is no ragtag terrorist organisation playing at war. They are a bona fide army in their own right, rigorously trained and disciplined, with a terrifying arsenal of firepower at their disposal. My first training exercise with the men highlights the challenges they face. I've seen nothing like it.
Because a lot of the roads are very narrow, certainly in the jungle, these lads will go out patrolling in pairs on these bikes.
These bikes are customised off-road scramblers, fitted out with weapon holders for rifles and pistols. In Sri Lanka's Badlands, this is how they take the fight to the Tamil Tigers.
On this exercise, the 4 bikes are going to be patrolling through a jungle lane. We'll come under enemy contact. The pillion passengers will debus. We'll engage the threat. Whilst the guys turn the bikes round, we'll place some smoke to cover our exit, and then we'll get back on the bikes and then move off. It'll happen very, very fast. You ready, fellas?
This terrain is typical of the Sri Lankan countryside and provides perfect cover for the Tamil Tigers to hide in and attack from. On the winding road surrounded by forests, you have to keep your eyes and ears peeled. You never know what's round the corner. As ever, your first line of defence is your wits and your second is your weapon. Engage your brain before the trigger. It's only training, but everything is kept super real. You make contact and start firing, then execute a running dismount to form a line of defence. As we suppress the enemy, the bikes are turned round and smoke set off to mask our retreat.